Oh boy. Oh, okay. Alright. Hello. Shoot, it's been a while, huh? So, yeah. My hair's a little longer since the last video. It's been maybe 3 or 4 weeks since I've even videoed anything. Oh, let's get you to somewhere you can see me here. There we go. Alright, so we got this guy just to chill in here. Been working on him. Let's talk about that. Whoa. So we've got the radiator and intercooler in here. Gonna have to be maybe moving this intercooler. I didn't realize it when I installed it. I kind of made it a little off center. What the heck? So I gotta cut those tabs off and move it a little bit, and I gotta move it forward a little also, probably as far forward as I possibly can to keep it out of the way of the radiator for the fans. But yeah, we'll get that all together. Then we got to get the intercooler piping done, down pipe. Then that's the hard part done for this. We'll have to do some fuel system and get the third member in it. So we got, it's not over here. It's actually in a box right here. This is all the parts for this car. Got a new spool, new ring and pinion in there. I got a rebuild kit in the car. So this thing's got to go together. It's going to get a 31 spline spool and go into a 370 gear instead of a 410. So there's not a lot to do on this car, but there's more to do than like one person can do quickly. So tomorrow we got old Jeffer's going to be here and we're going to work on it together, get as much done as we can on it. But today I'm going to do something about a couple piles of parts that I got here. I have this rear end, which is for the Volvo. It's for this car. I'm going to swap these two around, get this guy up in the air, and then start going to town on it. See if I can get this third member in there and get a driveline measurement for this guy, so we can have this thing ready to go when the engine gets all plumbed up and wired up. And then after that, I think I'm going to work on doing the third member for this car. Got my rear end for my car sitting here too. I gotta wait for the axles to get here, then I can cut the ends off and get them welded back on, get the axle housing straightened out, weld the tubes together, and get this thing with some brackets on it and put it in my car. That's going to be pretty simple getting the brackets. I've been working on quite a few things, so actually let's talk about that. So the Volvos are a 4-link-ish sort of, well, they're 4-link with a panhard bar, but the geometry for them is not really that great for a radial type of tire. So what I have been doing is working on a suspension setup kit that I'm going to be selling on my website. That's JSR-Race.com. I am going to be offering a bolt-in anti-roll bar. I'm going to be offering some lower control arm brackets, complete upper and lower tubular bar kit, like control arm kit, torque rods, lowers. I'm going to offer an adjustable panhard bar. I'm going to be working towards offering a tubular front end kit and a tubular cross member. That way you can get the engine a little bit farther down and maybe different oil pan choices, a little bit better options there. The cross member in the Volvos is a little bit in the way, and you got to do some hacking and cutting on it sometimes. So yeah, and then along with the custom stuff, I'm going to be offering other things like parts, coilovers, struts for the front. I got a deal worked out with Santifs to get a drag race style long travel coilover for these car. Be good for radial racing or no prep stuff. And then I'm able to offer most parts you may need for your drag racing. So like heads, rear ends. I mean, I'm a distributor for Dutchman, so we can get Dutchman rear ends, housings, third members, axles. I mean, that's their main thing, is custom cut to length, not cut to length, but custom length axles. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of things on the store available, and I'm mostly going to be catering to the drag race Volvo stuff, and then just some other things that are going to be available on there would be like some tuning things, like remote tuning. So other things. It's not in front of me. I can't think about it right now, but if you need it done, I can probably do it. Before I get this thing up in the air, let's take a minute and check this out, how good this thing fits in here. So, LT4, 4L80. We have the stock exhaust manifolds. Fits wonderfully. I'll have to do some modifications down there to the collector area. No big deal. We have stock exhaust manifold. Fits beautifully with STS steering shaft. I think I might even be able to get the heat shield back on there. Looks great. We have a billet specialties front accessory drive. Fits amazing. We have optimal clearance everywhere. We got AC, we got power steering, we got a nice alternator. We're gonna be good to go. This is awesome. I'm getting excited. Maybe might have some pulleys here that are misplaced, but we'll figure it out. Oh yeah. Oh, making boost already here. Let's push the lid off. Wow. Tight. Alright. I'm excited. So I'm going to get this thing up in the air. I'm going to clear off the bottom of the car, get rid of the stock fuel lines, and pull the rear end out. And then get this whole unit up and in there for 9-inch, 56-inch wheel mount surface. Should fit in there nicely. B&E panel bar, bunch of other stuff. B&E coilovers are going to be going on it. I'm excited. Shh. Quiet. Alrighty. Got a Volvo in the air. We got a dang Trans Am for all the followers. Oh boy, we gotta get this guy. You can't see nothing. Oh, there you go. See if I can get some light in here. Oh yeah. Gotta get this thing yanked out of here. That's easy. Just start yarding. Looks like it's never been removed. 900,000 miles on this unit. So, not a big deal. Easy to get out. Crank it up. Take those top bolts out. Well, I gotta disconnect the brakes first. Put the jacks under it. Get the stinking slinger sway bar off there. Oh. Alright, enjoy this time lapse of me busting this rear end out of this Volvo. It's gonna be a good one. Alrighty, so the rear end is out. I had to have my neighbor come over and help me. Old Travis, you guys have seen him before. I'm gonna go ahead and do some measuring on this thing and see how wide like this stuff is here, and get a little bit of a drawing together for myself, because I'm gonna build some subframe connectors for this car. And I found this little spot of nastiness in the floor, which somehow I missed before. That's alright, I can fix that. It's easy spot. Not a big deal. Just have to go up there and clean out the inside, pull the carpet up, and patch it up. I think I got a floor patch here somewhere. I think it's for the other side though, but that's alright. I can get a floor patch. I still need to modify this. Well, you guys can't see nothing. Shoot. Alright, I gotta modify this little cross member here. It is not gonna fit as it is. I don't know why. I'm gonna go ahead and clean a lot of this stuff out down here. Get in there, nice brush, and wipe it all out and clean it up. Remove all this junk. Not gonna need it. Then I'm gonna take a little break. Go down to the store, maybe get some lunch. I gotta go get some wheel studs for the rear end. And then I'll probably pop this thing up and in there. And then I'll go work on that third member. So efficient. Getting so much done today. Yeah. Alright, well, I got the rear end completely out of this thing. I cleaned it up a little bit. Got her. Oh my gosh. This gimbal is kind of annoying sometimes. Got her cleaned up. I made a huge mess. Didn't realize that was going to happen. So, yeah, I'll have to address that when I get back. I got to run to the parts store. I'm going to go get some lunch. And I'm going to come back and continue with where I was. Yeah, I'm going to go get lunch. I'm going to go get some lug studs for the rear end. And then I'm going to stick it up in there. I got some hybrid upper control arms from B&E. And I've also got the coilovers, so I got to pull those out. And then those bottom bars, I got to clean them up a little bit. Yeah, just need to get some brake clean. Clean it all up. Sweet. Alright, so it's been a couple hours later. I got the 9-inch up there kind of mocked in. I got to move some of the mounting brackets around a little bit. My tacks broke here. This side still, well, I guess it broke there too. And I got to figure out some of this issue right here also. But the 9-inch is in there and it's fitting alright. What I'm going to do now is move on to a little bit of R&D stuff. I have got these little control arms here. Turn my music down here. Got these dudes here. These are upper control arms for the Volvo. Use 3/4 chromoly Heims, 3/4, well not 3/4, inch and a quarter chromoly tubing, and they're going to be uppers for cars that are being drag raced. So I'm going to add these to the store, and they're going to be available for purchase online. So I'll be able to make them and sell them. I think the set for the uppers is going to be $225, and then the full set's going to be $500, upper and lower. Yeah, and that'll get you solid. The lowers are to be used with some lower control arm mounts that I'm building. I'm getting them made right now. They'll be here in the next couple days, and I'll be able to share it with them. They're going to be going on my car for the R&D, and then they'll be available on the website once they're tested. So check this out. I'm going to weld this stuff up real quick. Power this thing off. We gotta go pick up a doggy. Oh no, melt. Sweet. Got 2 bars, 2 control arms. Yeah, mine are all blown out in my car, so I gotta go do these before I can even drive it, because it is not fun to drive as it is. All over the place. Alright, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Talk to you then. Well, if anyone is wondering how many water bottles it takes to fill up a Toyota 4Runner on the side of the freeway, with cars flying by me at 70 or 80 miles an hour, it's this much plus that many. So, I don't know what the heck happened. Top radiator hoses blew off. I wonder if this thing was just low on coolant, but what the heck? That's annoying. That's annoying, but we're gonna be alright. Oh boy. Let's turn some music off here. I don't even know what that was. Okay, so I'll just do this freehand today. I've been busy today. I got here at about 8 o'clock. It's 1:30 now. Oh, I got the rear end in. I got the axles out because I had to stick the third member in there to measure for a drive line. 4L80, 49-inch, 48 inches. Just so you guys know. Yeah, everything fits in here nicely. Other than the panhard bar. The panhard bar doesn't quite clear the 9-inch, unfortunately. Kind of weird. I guess it does take up a little bit more room back from the center line of the axle than, say, an 8.8 does. You can barely see that, I'm sure. I mean, it's in the car now. I gotta... Where's my light at? We're not gonna do this free. We're gonna do the gimbal. It has a light. Alright. Okay, now you can see 49-inch. Got that fancy stuff up in here. I only have bolts stuck through there. It's not bolt down tight anywhere. Just for getting it in there and welded up. I got the housing all welded up nicely. You can barely see that. I do know that I need to pull this housing back out and paint it because it is not clean. Axle's very nicely centered in the wheel well. We have to do a little bit of adjustment for our pinion angle, perhaps. Well, it looks like we're good. I mean, it's hard to tell when the car's not on its weight. I still have to modify this cross member, unfortunately. And as I was saying about the panhard bar, that here doesn't quite fit it. It rubs. You can kind of see it's been rubbing there with test fit and stuff. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there. I'll have to either make a new one or I will need to just bend the current one just a little bit. It seems like if it had just a little bit more of a bow in it, like instead of being like that, it was like that, it would clear. So I don't know if maybe I got shipped the one that's for a standard rear end possibly instead of the high clearance one for the 9-inch and 8.8. I'm not sure. I could take it home and stick it on my car, see if it fits, but I don't think it does. So, might have to just hold on to that one and modify it a little bit. I think that's probably all it'll take. Otherwise, yeah, driveline is measured. Next time I'm here, hopefully I'll get that rear end back out. Yeah, get this rear end back out, get it all nice and painted up, and then stick it back in, and hopefully be able to put the axles and third member in for good, be done with that, and then at the same time as that, I'll be able to do the fuel system. Still working on the sending unit for it. It's been kind of annoying. So, yeah, fuel system. And that's going to be easy. I'm going to pull out the stock fuel lines. This is kind of gross in here. I don't know how these cars get like this. It's like every single one is just nasty underneath. Exhaust is going to be easy. I will have to do that here in the next couple weeks also. No big deal there. You can see it clears just ever so perfectly. I got to bolt the torque converter up. That torch converter. Got to get a starter, so that's on the list. Things on the list that I need to buy are starter, the driveline, transmission cooler, and that is the main stuff. Otherwise, we have everything. I'll have to get a power steering line made, which is going to be awesome because that amazing power steering pump has nice fittings on it, and I can just come right out of here and just go right up and into there. This is going to go away. I won't use that stock line no more. Power Master alternator, awesome. I'll have to do the battery cables. Easy stuff up here. Put the brakes on, new ball joints. Just easy stuff. Oh, I need a new boot. The boot's ripped. Yeah. Alright. Well. Alright, so that's it for this week. That's just updates on the Volvo. Yeah, keep tuned in. I'll be working on this thing again next weekend.